Hej alle sammen og velkommen til Efterspillet, hvor jeg i dag tænkte, at vi kunne tage et kig på spillet Her Story. Lenskjold, han spillede et spil tidligere, der hed Telling Lies, og jeg har set videoen, det er lidt sjovt, atypisk spil, og da jeg så det, så kom jeg til at tænke på Her Story, fordi spillet foregår egentlig bare, hvor man ser nogle videoer og kan inputte nogle søgeord, og så kan man søge et tema frem igennem de her videoer. Og hele konceptet, tror jeg, stammer fra, så til det spil, Telling Lies, tror jeg stammer fra Her Story, som faktisk var en meget fed oplevelse, dengang det spil udkom. Jeg kan ikke huske, hvornår Her Story udkom. Men hele ideen af det her med, der er, jamen, I kommer faktisk til at se det. Jeg tænker faktisk, ikke at sige så meget om det. Det kommer nok til at blive en lille smule langsomt, så det er nok ikke for alle, men jeg håber, du synes, det er sjovt at se med, fordi jeg kunne faktisk rigtig godt lide det her spil. Jeg synes, det var virkelig fedt. Så lad os lige prøve at skrue lidt op for lyden, så I kan høre, hvad der sker. Ikke, at der sker så meget. Og så lad os sådan komme i gang med spillet. Så, ja, sådan en hurtig introduktion. Jeg tror ikke, jeg kan lukke den her, men vi kan minimere den. Vi sidder egentlig bare foran den her computer. Jeg har lige prøvet på at skubbe kameraet sådan, hvordan det må så være til den der side. Eller sådan hele billedet, fordi hele billedet er i 4:3 pillowbox. Men vi sidder sådan set og så kigger på en gammel computerskærm. Man kan se sådan lidt refleksion af lyset i baggrunden. Og jeg vil bare lige sige, første gang jeg sad og spillede det her spil, så fik jeg et kæmpe chok på et tidspunkt, fordi man kan sådan se herovre omridset noget, der bevæger sig. Der er altså en person, der sidder og kigger. Vi sidder og kigger på skærmen. Så der er altså et omrids af en person, og da jeg sådan opdagede det, så sad jeg sådan, fordi jeg fik et kæmpe chok. Vi sidder på en politistation, Southeast Constabulary, og sidder og kigger i The Logic Database. Der er en readme herover, der sådan fortæller om, hvordan at computerteknologi er the backbone of modern police work, og The Logic Database er det så designet til, at man kan fremsøge enhed, altså, filmmedier baseret på søgeord. Vi har så en gæstekonto, hvilket betyder, at vi har x antal klip, vi kan få lov til at se af gangen. Og der er så en readme, der fortæller her, at du har lov til at kigge i den her, så nu kan du få lov til sådan at søge. Og vi ved faktisk ikke rigtigt, hvad vi er ude på. Der er en masse sjove information. Der er også en rubbish bin med nogen, der har hacket et spil. Og da jeg så den her, så kom jeg til at tænke på, eller jeg har totalt ikke i gamle dage set de her readme-filer, eller infofiler, fra når man downloadede spil ulovligt. Det har jeg totalt ikke set. Vi kan spille et mirror game, hvis vi har lyst. Nå, skidt nu hurtigt det, og lad os komme i gang med Her Story. Så vi har allerede et ord i databasen, som vi kan søge på. Og lad os da bare komme i gang. Lad os se den her video.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay. Så der er et eller andet, der handler om mord. Men præcis hvad det handler om, ved vi ikke. Så hele basen for det her spil, det er, at vi skal finde ud af, hvad det er, det her spil, det her historien, hvad jeg egentlig går ud på. Og som sagt, vi har mulighed for at søge på ting. I den her readme for eksempel siger, du kan søge på for eksempel robbery. Nu er det så murder, der er valgt, ikke? Men du kan også godt i brackets sige robbery supermarket. Så vil du have ting, hvor ordene robbery og supermarket indgår. Du kan også godt sige, yes, I was there, sådan et statement, sådan, hvis du gerne vil sige, yes, I killed him, eller sådan et eller andet. Så du har alle mulige forskellige ting, du kan søge på. Det vi også har mulighed for, det er på videoerne, så kan vi sætte vores eget tag. Så nu prøver vi bare lige at så sige Michaels tag, så hvis jeg søger på her Michaels tag search, så leder den, og så finder den så kun Michaels tag. Men nu er det murder, vi søgte på, så lad os lige prøve. Så det går ud på, det er simpelthen at finde nøgleordene, og så udspecificere nogle visse ting på nøgleord.
Yeah, that's me. But
Okay.
February.
February.
What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Simon. Så jeg skriver lige February. Og Simon. Altså bare, i stedet for komma, så bare lave mellemrum. Så det er nogle ord, der vil være godt at huske. Burde jeg ligefrem have en blog at skrive på? Ups. Nu er der 2 sekunder. Okay, jeg har fundet en skriveblok. Det eneste, der stod på den, det var hot for pjort, og jeg ved ikke hvorfor. Så nu skriver jeg lige herned ting, der kunne være interessante, så kan jeg strege dem ud, når det er færdig. Så nu skriver jeg lige February. Feb, og så skriver vi Simon. Okay. Det er en lidt åndssvagt at så skrive, fordi hun siger netop February i den her video, og Simon i den her video, så det er jo dumt at skrive det ned.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Vi kan skrive wrong person.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Okay, så... Hun vil gerne have en advokat. Jeg har skrevet lawyer, så har jeg skrevet weapon, og så har jeg skrevet stories ned. Så lad os da prøve... Og så søge på February, det er det første, jeg har skrevet ned. Og så se, hvad der skete i February. Der var en til her.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Okay, så nu har jeg skrevet speeding og timesheet. Og jeg tænker faktisk, det er bare slavisk. Jeg skriver bare alle de her ord ned, og så tager vi dem fandme bare... Så Simon er det næste ord, jeg har skrevet ned. Okay, så her kan man se, der er fundet 61 entries. Men jeg har kun adgang til de første 5, fordi jeg har en sådan gæstekonto. Det er bare... man kan se min query history her. Cool, hvad ellers? Video, subtitles, anti-glare-felt. Nå, er det rigtigt nok? Man kan slå det fra, sådan, så skærmen den er sådan helt ren. Jeg kan lige prøve at se, hvordan det ser ud på en af videoerne, men jeg regner med at slå det fra igen.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay. Hvad var det, han arbejdede for? Simon
Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass.
Ernst Brothers.
They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Slå det der anti-glare-filter til igen, fordi... Eller fra. Okay. Okay. Så vi lærte lidt mere om Simon her. Ernest Brothers.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said I should bring a photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Okay, jeg har skrevet photo af Rome ned. Okay, så jeg gætter på, det er der går ud på at finde ud af, hvorfor, om hvem det er, der ligesom har slået Simon ihjel, om det er hende, der har slået sin mand ihjel.
It's the Rockington Arms.
Rockington Arms.
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they have in sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay, så barmaid Helen, Rockington Arms har jeg skrevet ned. Kæft mand, der er meget information. Og det hele handler bare om at filtrere det. Kører det bare i en smør, og så begynder sådan...
Yes, it's an Amstrad one.
Amstrad.
No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess. That kind of thing.
Jeg minder mig om... Catherine. Jeg kan ikke huske, om lige skal have lavet en video på det, men det er fandme også et fedt spil. Climb the tower, save the princess.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay, så indtil videre, der har jeg fundet alt, hvad jeg kan på Simon. Så lad os prøve Smith, fordi det hedder deres, det er deres efternavn. Så lad os se her.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
Okay, Hannah.
It's palindrome.
Okay, palindrome.
Same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from here though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Gladstone Street. Godt. Cool. Jeg har skrevet Hannah. Jeg har skrevet palindrome. Gladstone Street. Nu er hun på... Okay. Ja, en anden ting, jeg sådan har lagt mærke til, som I sikkert også har lagt mærke til, det er, I kan se på datoren, at det er filmet over flere omgange, flere sessioner, så det er ikke bare en sammenhængende session.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Lad os lige sige lege. Detektor. Nu er det lidt nysgerrig. Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Shit, sorry.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Hvad her?
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed.
Okay, det laver ligesom en note.
Your lie detector works.
What? Så hun hedder ikke Hannah, eller hvad? Hvad så hvis man søger på Hannah? Der er H til sidst, det er jo en palindrome. Okay.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Eve? Okay. Hvad er det? Det er sådan en form for Morse, eller hvad? Jeg har lige skrevet Morse-kode ned. Okay. Hvad så med her?
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead.
Whoa, what?
But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Oh, wow, ja, det er det. Og nu skifter musikken også. Okay. Ja. Okay, interessant. Okay, så jeg har lige skrevet midwife, parents, Florence, twin, diary. Jeg havde ikke regnet med, at det ville gå så hurtigt.
She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Okay. Men er det så Eve? Hvad hedder hun?
My friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay, jeg har en teori. Så hun har en identisk tvillingesøster. Men hvad har det med Simon at gøre?
We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Jesus Christ.
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it up.
Ej.
And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
Jesus Christ.
But that was it. It was just a moment.
Det er 94, den 30. 6.
It was a love-hate relationship.
Nu skriver jeg noterer lige datoen. Den 30. 6. 94. Det er i hvert fald en session.
Police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him.
Bob Dylan?
The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police.
Good man.
So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Den her lortekuglepind. Smith. Portsmouth. Wow. Stop. Ding.
My mother called me Eve.
Okay, så det her, det må være efter lejedetektortesten. Hvornår var lejedetektortesten? Lejedetektortesten var 3. 7. Så det må være efter. Det her, det er kl. 11.26. Okay, så det er 2 minutter efter.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
When? Det her, det er endnu tid... Nej, det er endnu senere. Nej, det er lige dagen før.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question? Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Det giver mig myrkryb hver eneste gang. Jeg tror, det er en signalering af, at man kommer den rigtige vej.
Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Shit.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Okay. Jeg har sådan lidt en idé om, at det hele kører... der er en ur. Det passer med... bortset fra datoen. En sjov dato. Ja. Okay. Men, okay, så jeg har nogle teorier. Jeg har en teori om, der er tvillinger. Der er Hannah, og så er der Eve. Det må der næsten være.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking.
Det er den der barmaiden, hun fortalte om, Hannah.
I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo.
Ooh.
Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay, så der var en af de andre videoer, hvor hun fortalte, at han havde mødt en på, hvad var det, den hed? Den hed Rockington Arms, tror jeg det var. Hvor hun mødte en barmaid. Jeg har en eller anden idé.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV. No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass.
Hun taler som om han ikke er død der.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Ja. Eve. Så det der, det er Eve. Det må det næsten være. Det er kun meningen, det kun er Eve. Så er det sådan noget med, at den ene har den ene af dem slået sin mand ihjel.
So I moved out.
Og den anden var på et dæk.
Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
I don't exist. Ja, det... Puha! Okay, vi har sindssygt så mange ting. Jeg søger lige på weapon. Jeg ved ikke, hvordan vi sådan skal komme længere hen imod... Jeg siger speeding. Jeg kører bare mine ord igennem sådan en efter en.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
6 months old speeding tickets. Der var noget på ticket.
He has a wallet, a huge silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff.
Han er ikke død endnu.
Business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. He sets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Den 18. i 6. Der er han ikke død endnu. Så han er ikke død endnu. Hun er inde. Det er derfor, hun har taget et billede med ind. Fordi hun har lavet en eftersøgning på ham. Eller
remember
Har de ikke
visiting,
fundet hans lig i
of
hvert
course.
fald?
I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license.
Prøv at vente, hvornår var datoen for murder? Murdered. Den 27. 6. Den her lorte kuglepen. 27. Kom nu. Goddammit. Lige snart det skriver, når jeg laver kruseduller, så kommer der ting, lige snart det skriver 27. Lige snart det skriver hernede, den her sådan 06. Kom nu! Fuck, hvor er det træls. 06. Ja, hvor godt. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Nu, jeg bliver bare ivrig. Okay. Hvad med body? Eller discover?
The bruise.
Bruce.
I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Fucking, de cover op for hinanden. Den ene har begået et mord, den anden.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Okay. Så noget med sad og noget med baby.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. It doesn't always wear.
Nej, jeg er fascineret af det her spil over, hvordan alting det sådan ligesom hænger sammen. Hvordan, hvis man har søgt på glasses, så havde man hørt noget om body, og altså, det her mindmap, de har lavet med, hvordan man får alting til at hænge sammen, via ord og sådan nogle ting. Jeg synes, det er super fascinerende at se de her mønstre. Altså, det er også det, der sådan, jeg synes er spændende med det arbejde, jeg sidder og arbejder med som udvikler. Det der med, at man har de her mønstre, vi følger, og hvordan alting det bare hænger sammen i den sidste ende, synes jeg er mega fascinerende. Derfor synes jeg, det spil er rigtig sjovt. Jeg spiller hun musik. Den første i 7. Jeg har noteret alle de her forskellige datoer, sådan for at få sådan et mindmap, så okay, så jeg har den her teori. Simon er Hannas mand. Hannah og Eve er tvillinger. Men men deres forældre var ikke klar over det, så deres midwife, altså hende, der er jordmoren, har gemt Eve. Eller moren har jo selvfølgelig været klar over det. Altså, det må hun jo have. Det giver nogen mening andet. Så midwifen har adopteret Eve, og ligesom hun siger, at de var godt bevidst over hinanden, så de må have været blevet adskilt på et tidspunkt. Fordi de var til festen Bob Dylan-koncert sammen, men der må være et eller andet, der har gjort, at de er blevet adskilt. Så Simon løbet ind i Eve. Har han så haft en affære med Eve, og så er Hannah misundelig.
Okay. Here's the rest. finger burns. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from the finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone.
Det er mobilt, er det ikke det? Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the wind and the rain. The only tune that the fiddle could play was the dreadful wind and rain. Fed sang egentlig.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Men, okay, igen, der er den her klare, igen, overbevist om, det er tvillinger. Igen, hvis man ser på sådan en udvikling af karakteren og humøret, det skifter hele tiden.
Can you imagine?
Igen, hvis de har opdaget, at
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
yes. Igen, jeg bliver sådan, hele tiden, når der sker det der, jeg bliver hele tiden sådan, hvad sker der? Okay. Prøv lige baby, fordi der var noget omkring babyen. Miscarriage eller sådan noget.
In a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay, når jeg noterede den her dato også.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at Glazier's. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
No.
Ja.
I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Det er surt.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Surt, det er lidt mere end bare surt.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Jeg synes selv, når jeg
Rapunzel.
klog.
The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Jeg kan ikke finde ud af, hvem det der er. Om det er Hannah, eller om det er Eve.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Lige præcis. Fucking... Okay, så de bliver uvenner. Så, okay, ja, der var meget information der. Så Carl og Ouija og Glasgow, og, altså jeg har helt... Jeg kan ikke se det. Så forsvinder jeg på grund af AI. Jeg har skrevet sindssygt meget ned. Men jeg begynder at have det her billede inde i mit hoved. Et mønster. Så... bliver født, bliver skilt ad. De lærer hinanden at kende, fordi de sikkert bor i samme by. De begynder at hænge ud sammen uden deres forældre. De ved det. Den ene gemmer sig på loftet hos Florence. Sådan så de kan være sammen. De begynder at starte et ungdomsliv sammen. De bliver begge to forelsket i Simon og bliver jaloux på hinanden. Og så splitter de ad på et eller andet tidspunkt. De lever hver deres liv. Eve, og hun bliver sanger på en bar. Og Hannah, hun flytter ind sammen med Simon, fordi at hun bliver gravid. Flytter sammen med forældrene. Så bliver det miscarriage. Så vil jeg gå ved med, at Hannah sikkert og Simon, de sikkert bliver uvenner. Måske på grund af det. Simon møder Eve og ser lige pludselig sin kone. Så genkender sin kone. Men, du ved, som en helt anden person. Musikken er nasty. Og så har jeg en eller anden mistanke om, Eve og Simon måske begynder at have noget kørende med hinanden. Bliver han så misundelig?
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other.
Det er Eve. Det er Eve.
We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
Fuck, man, det er da guld.
That was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Fuck, man, der er for meget... Der er alt for meget... Hvem... Fuck. Ej, der er alt for meget. Alibi. Watch. Mirror. Og jeg skriver broken. Fuck, man. Alibu. Hvordan staver man til alibi? Hvordan fuck staver man til alibi? Jeg kan ikke stave. Alibly. Lad os lige prøve at se her.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other.
Fuck.
The baby up the broken bags.
Alibi. For helvede, jeg kan ikke... Undskyld. Sådan. Nå, der er kun én...
He wasn't present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass. The kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Fuck, der er meget information, mand.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since. Silver leaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
No. Watch. Hvad?
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay. Jeg ved ikke, om det er sådan dumt at køre ned ad det her spor.
We were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding.
Hun har også, man kan se, hun har blåt mærke, blåt øje.
I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Ja, det har hun ikke der.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Okay. Okay, så hun er simpelthen... De har prøvet på at dække hinanden.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Det er den samme dag, de siger det. Det er en hel time senere. Men her har hun håret nede, her har hun håret op. Har de lavet the switcheroo igen? Nej, det giver ikke nogen mening, Dirk.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Der er vidner.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay. Har han gjort Eve gravid, eller hvad, så? Er det det hele handler om?
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow.
Det må være Hannah, så.
And they decided we should get married.
Okay, så det må være Hannah, det her må være Eve.
Yes, I'm fine.
Ja, fordi han har heller ikke nogen tatovering på venstre arm. Jeg har Eve.
This happens some days.
Hun er stadigvæk gravid. Ja, hun er gravid.
I'm pregnant.
Yes.
This morning sickness.
Ja, okay. Så Simon har gjort, han er gravid. Eve har sikkert fundet ud af det, så hun slået Simon ihjel.
Well, yes.
Og så har Hanna dækket op for hende.
I told him I was pregnant.
Hvor er det sindssygt. Hvad er det her? Ah! Så kan man se, hvad det er for nogle ting, vi har fundet. Nice. Cool. Jeg havde ikke set den. Kan man flytte ikonerne rundt? Ja. Så kan vi sådan holde øje med det hele. Cool. Okay. Vi mangler stadigvæk sådan at vide lidt mere. Der var ikke en skid på taxi. Hvad med hospital? Jeg kan også søge på child.
Ask the hospital. I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Ja, men hun har fucket uret op, så...
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there.
Eve var der ikke.
I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Yes. Because it was not you. Chill. Jeg har ikke set dem her endnu.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Yes.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding.
Shotgun wedding.
Photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Men det må jo så være Eve, der fortæller Hannas
It
historie.
was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Kæft mand, okay, jeg kan se, at vi allerede kørt i 40 minutter, 50 minutter nu. Men jeg er bare sådan helt sådan fanget af det her. Der var noget med det der morse. Altså med kode. Det freaker mig så meget ud, at der er en person, der sådan bevæger sig foran kameraet.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from the book, the knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find Any.
Nej.
Autocat anyway.
Okay, jeg har ingen idé om, hvad sådan noget, send nudes, tror jeg, hun skrev. Send nudes. Nej, der var ingenting. Oh.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Because de søger på
Are
affære.
you married? How is your sex life?
Prøv lige at se de her videoer færdige, så...
Our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut.
Her er det da.
Person that would have had sex with all those guys. No. I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Jeg holdt åbenbart A-testen inde. Det er ikke som en større til affære.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
Are you sure, my friend?
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Hvad mangler jeg? Jeg mangler...
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Jeg mangler et eller andet. Hvad er det, vi mangler? Hvad mangler vi? Mirror broken. Vi kan lige prøve broken.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess.
Okay, her den 3.7.
When I found
Det
her
er der
dying,
alt
I also
det gode, det sker. Så vi skal
found a
sådan...
biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead.
Another dead.
I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Me neither, baby. Okay. Jeg har lige skrevet nogle ned. Hun snakker om rubbish bins. Så jeg lige prøvet at søge på hit, fordi det kan være...
Bruce.
Bruce, ja.
Oh, yeah. No, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face.
Okay.
It hurt like hell.
siger vi det.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Ej, jeg synes, det er spændende.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Kæft, men vi kommer tæt på noget nu.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back.
Her story.
She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open.
Money shot.
She only meant to scare him off.
Det er så creepy, når der er... Jeg ved ikke, hvem... Er det hende? Jeg sådan forventer lidt, at der sådan... Noget, der popper op på baggrunden. Jeg ved ikke helt, hvorfor. Kæft, mand, der er mange videoscener, vi mangler endnu, mand.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him? Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother took me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Kæft, det er fascinerende.
We were obsessed with fairy tales.
Det har vi hørt før.
Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Det hele handler om, det igen, altså der er så mange ord, der er så mange ting, der bliver sagt. Det hele handler igen om at filtrere alle de der ubrugelige ord til siden, og så finde de der nøgleord, ikke? Ligesom igen, altså vi fik sindssygt meget ud af at søge på, hvad fanden var det nu? Var det anger? Nej, det var hit. Hvis jeg nu søger på her.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Okay, vi venter lige med det der. Det er ikke som jo, det er.
On his throat. How? Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood.
Fuck, jeg havde den her kuglepen!
Yeah, he was dead.
Altså, hvem gang det sker, jeg er overbevist om, at det betyder, okay, vi kommer tættere og tættere på. Vi kan lige se på blood. Ja, der er helt tomt her.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Ah, okay.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation.
Ej, hvor er det vildt.
So.
Okay, okay, man ved, at det er tvillinger. Jeg sad sådan og tænker, hvis man ikke vidste, at det er tvillinger, så ville man jo tænke, hun er jo bimlende sindssyg. Hvordan hun sådan kan opføre sig på mange forskellige måder. Altså sådan, igen, man kan se, når det, jeg tror det, når det er Eve, så kan man sådan tydeligt se, at hun er meget mærket, og det er en helt anden person. Hende der skuespilleren, der spiller det, hun spiller fucking godt. Altså det der med, at hun kan opføre sig som 2 forskellige personer. Og jeg synes, det er jo det, de er uddannet til, kan man sige. Men stadigvæk, jeg synes, det er super imponerende.
She'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Hun snakkede om 3 o'clock eller sådan noget.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic spur. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice.
That's good.
I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both.
Ja.
I think she was.
Det giver mig kuldegysninger hver eneste gang. Altså...
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang with you from the rock.
Det er vildt, hvor meget man får bare ud af ordet træ.
I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone see anyone come and go? An intruder?
Jeg ved ikke om hvor meget information. Men nej.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Hvor meget er vi med DB-tjekkeren? Altså, jeg ved, at der er en afslutning på spillet. Når du sådan... Jeg ved bare ikke, hvad jeg mangler for at få den afslutning. Lad os lige se her. Fort. Den har vi allerede søgt på. Hvad med rubbish? Det er åbenbart ikke. Det er simpelthen stavet til det. Bin.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And Is there a bin?
Ja. Jeg er simpelthen større til Bruce. Sådan der. Det andet er vist et navn.
One of us got hurt. The other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen.
De har ikke haft et særligt godt forhold, de der to søskende der.
So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. We had childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Var det ikke også Hannah, der sagde, hun havde holdt Eve under vand?
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth.
Det er et sindssygt forhold, de der to søskende, de har haft.
We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Okay. Wow, jeg synes, det er vildt. Due date.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Hvad mangler vi? Vi mangler... på living room. Jeg kan ikke huske, at jeg har set det her. Først i 7. Var det efter, hun kastede op?
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea.
Touched the kettle, it was cold.
But he wasn't there.
Went up to the bedroom.
Touched the kettle,
It wasn't there.
it was cold.
No, there was a call.
I looked quickly in the living room.
Nothing. Call from Eric, didn't take it.
To the bedroom, and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed.
Jeg synes, det er genialt.
I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Ja, det er 2 forskellige dage. Og det er derfor politiet, de ved. Det er derfor, de ved, at det er hende, der har gjort det. Fordi at det, altså det der med, det lyder så indøvet, det hun sidder og siger. Altså, det er jo nøjagtigt det samme, hun siger fra den ene dag til den anden. Hvis det var noget, du kunne huske, så vil der være variationer i din hukommelse. Men når det er noget, du har øvet, de har sikkert siddet over for hinanden, og øvet historien igen og igen og igen og igen og igen og igen og igen. Fuck, det er genialt.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's.
Det er 10 år siden, så det der hun... Ja.
My parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It was just awful.
De døde på grund af varmen, eller hvad? Det ved jeg ikke. Der var noget med Scar også. Han hed Scar nu. Okay. Jeg ved ikke, om man staver sådan, det sælger. Jeg synes, det er super fascinerende, det her.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Okay, hvad mangler vi? Hvad har vi ellers? Der er ikke kommet noget? Nej. Hvis det er rækkefølge, sådan fra den nyeste til sidst, hvad hedder det?
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Hvordan slutter vi det her af?
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Oh
God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went.
Hvad er den tidligste tid, vi har?
So many things could have gone wrong.
Hvad er den 18. Skal vi vide, om man kan søge på dato? Nej, kan man ikke. Birthday.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Ja, hun har lige sagt også en anden gang, hun godt kunne lide den. Så det er derfor... Hvordan står man til present? Present. Fuck. Fuck. Hvordan var det?
A meal at home. Gave me his present.
Present.
I guess I didn't like the present.
Ja. Present.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Er det, hvordan stemmer det daughter? Dag der. Sådan.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay.
Siger hun, og så spiller hun guitar.
Probably needs tuning. No.
Så får vi starten på den der Wind and Rain, eller hvad? Kæft, men det er allerede gået 1 time og 20 minutter. Ja. Oh, the wind and the rain. Ja, så det er det historien om, da han har prøvet på at slå Evie ihjel. Har jeg en lighter eller andet? Hey. Oh, wind and rain. Kom altså med. Oh, the wind and the rain. With the pretty face and her long blonde hair. Wind and rain. Det er en sang, hun har skrevet, gætter jeg på, om din søster. For det er en god sang. The wind and the rain. Ship came by. Oh, the wind and rain. Er det så Simon, eller hvad? Ja, det var det der med, at han lavede en fiddle af hendes knogler og spillede hende. Ja, okay. 2 sekunder pause, jeg skal ud og tisse, og så kommer jeg tilbage, så tænker jeg, vi kan slutte af. Okay, så fik jeg lige tisset af. Okay, ja, det var en ekstremt lang video, endte det med. Lige pludselig at blive i sidste ende, men jeg bliver bare så medtaget. Jeg bliver reddet med, fordi jeg synes, det er et genialt indie-spil. Og hele konceptet omkring det her med, at du laver det her mindmap, og alle de her forskellige informationer, der sådan hænger sammen med hinanden, ikke? Altså sådan, noget rører hinanden mere eller mindre. Det er sådan, hvordan data de hænger sammen, og alle de her mønstre, alle de her ting, er noget, der fascinerer mig helt vildt meget. Og det er jo sådan, det er jo det, der ligger grundbasisen for hele det her spil, af alle de her videoer, og du bliver nødt til at så filtrere og finde ud af, hvad der er vigtigt og sådan nogle ting. Og jeg har spillet det før, jeg har gennemført det før, jeg har ikke fundet alle noderne, og jeg ved, så der står one volume missing. Jeg ved, at der er en afslutning på spillet. Jeg ved, at der på et tidspunkt popper en fil op, eller er det et chat-vindue, eller sådan et eller andet, hvor du ligesom får en konklusion på spillet. Men jeg kan ikke, jeg ved ikke, om det handler om mængden af data, man finder, eller om det handler om, at finde de præcis rigtige ord, og finde den præcis rigtige video. Det kan jeg ikke huske. Så jeg tænker egentlig ikke at spoil, hvad det er, konklusionen egentlig er på spillet, hvorfor det er, vi sidder her og leder efter alle de her videofiler, og leder igennem. Stadigvæk, så jeg tænker egentlig bare, at det kan du enten, jeg synes, det er vildt fedt. Hvis du har lyst til at finde ud af, hvad hemmeligheden er, så køb det og start det op og find ud af det selv. Nu kan man sige, jeg har jo ligesom lavet basis for rigtig mange af de videoer, der er, så vi har lavet en konklusion sammen og sådan nogle ting. Så giv det et skud. Jeg synes, det er fedt. Det bliver også en meget lang video, så sandsynligheden for, at du har set hele videoen igennem er meget lav. Så tusind tak, fordi at du hængte ved hele vejen her til slutningen. Ja, og så tænker jeg egentlig bare at sige hej, og håber, du synes, det var sjovt, og jeg håber, du er sådan en, der ligesom bliver lidt fascineret af sådan nogle ting, som jeg gør. Og så ses vi i en anden video en anden gang. Så jamen, indtil da, så må du have det rigtig godt. Hej hej.